Hi guys, it's me, Misha. Everything I say is not political advice, financial advice, or political agitation, but my personal opinion. Um, I'm learning to multi-stream now, so now it's not only YouTube but also Twitch, Facebook, Trova, and Kick. Um, let's check the markets. Um, I didn't check the news yesterday, so I'm still in blank about what's going on in the world that affected markets so dramatically. Um, except for, of course, the obvious. Uh, we all heard about horrible Jimmy Kimmel's assassination. Um, yeah, just because he's a Republican doesn't mean he doesn't deserve his right to live. Um, yeah, we all are mourning over this terrible loss. And yeah, you know, look who benefits, uh, as Mussolini said once. And of course, we all know um, that the beneficiary of his death is um, Guillermo, who will take over after him. This Italian guy who's been waiting for his turn for over 20 years now. So it's pretty obvious for me. Um, but yeah, MySix is clearing out the gains and it bumped here. The gains of changing the contract. Mm, it's an interesting volume here. Boom, boom. So yeah, drama, drama, drama. But what can you do? What can you do? Um, this kind of shows no signs of exhaustion, but gives us a transitioning show. Yeah, enough of politics. Let's just talk finance. Um, because that's where my skill set applies the most. And also, I don't want to be executed uh, like Jimmy, you know. I don't know why should we execute in 2025 when we have deportation. Uh, or, I mean, chemical castration if it comes to it. Um, yeah, I think execution is inhuman in 2025. Should be abolished. Um, yeah, something was cooking here, and still it was like balls to take it like this. And it was a contract changed. And it's interesting because if you look at the uh, say perpetual contract, it's not there at all. It's weird. So when contracts change, stay away. Uh, if you don't want to get executed, like Jimmy, and I don't. Okay, I would have been in profit. if I took this trade. But at what costs again? At what costs? Um, it was long due, of course, because Jimmy was messing up his uh, true democratic values for way too long. So I don't want to what we call in Russian dance on the bones, but you know, well deserved, well deserved. Mm, and it didn't go. This guy, Qs are going higher. Look at them. Boom, just breaking up. Um, um, okay. Look at this volume in this turbulent time. It looks like positive group really like the Jimmy's uh, execution. Uh, because it's known fact that most Russian big businesses and oligarchs and other Putin's allies are true Democrats. So um, they've been long against uh, Jimmy with his Republican conservative values and the fact that um, Jimmy is of Turkmenistani descent is, of course, contributing to the matter as the matter of the fact. It's 2.5. Um, 0.5. We don't see the volume on daily, on hourly though. On hourly, it's good. Again, we're looking into after hours right now. Um, this is still the main session. Um, the main sesh. Um, how real traders call it. During the main sesh. That's kind of like the Wall Street jargon. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's all here. But we already had like a beautiful volume here. That turned out not that beautiful. Yeah, and this would be far above the 0.5. Interesting. No, I can't take it like this. I need the volume and the whole shebang. See how it's gonna show like the good entry point. Um, Once again, because we know that um, who runs the um, stock market? Um, Socialists. Um, so that's why um, they don't let the you know good Samaritan American to make some money just speculating stocks. So that's clear. You got to be smart, and you're playing against these guys on on the stock market. That's why we do our podcast to stand for what is right eventually. Yeah, that would need to test, and then test it didn't go anywhere. Um, yeah, Samalot goes lower. Look at this guy. Just picking it up from here unvolumed, and then nothing, 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 and then this. Just once again, I'm telling you, it's against uh, the regular people. Um, Financial markets are um, run by socialists, um, controlled by aliens, of course, because who else would have invented the stock market? Um, yeah, what a volume though. It bounced from point 0.5, but what point 0.5 is it anyways? Yeah. Oh, look at this volume. Look at this volume, and that's an initiative takeover. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Oracle is doing me a solid. Boom, look how it bounced. Look how it bounced. Yeah. Um, yeah, what can you do? It bounces like this. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Technically, it's this. Oracle, of course, is also a very political stock um because all of all the predictions they do. Um, yeah, you can't deny it. It's undeniable in a sense. And I think also um, can be like this, multiple. Yeah, let it run. Um, the trade I didn't take. Boom, boom. Just like from here with no test. considering where we are on hourly and daily. But like in the very last minutes of the day, no, I wouldn't do that. Not in my lifetime. And now it's bebopping. Um, while the world is digesting the news. Um, I think it's very important to stay like in the loop, you know. Uh, that's what being woke really means. It's just um, you have to read all the news because you don't want to miss the important part, the encoded message. It's like, I mean, I don't need to digest it for you that um, all the truths needs to be hidden um, and unavailable for general population. So they all are encrypted in the news of independent medias like um, mm, like CNN, Fox News, BBC, and others, other independent outlets out there. So um, I spend half my day just reading the news. Um, yeah, um, because you don't want to miss the alarm. Because I don't need to explain you that the doomsday is nearing, and we're all gonna face the um, final judgment in the end of the day. It's like it's like finals. If you've been to college, it's unavoidable. You can go on the bender, but finals are gonna get you. They're gonna come and get you. Um, yeah. So it's like it's tempting not to even see it. Like, is it a break? Technically, it's a break, but volume distribution is long, and we are this place, and I don't know. What do you guys think? Write me a message. Uh, hit me up. Tell me what you think um, about anything. Just like tell me what you think because it's important to think if you think about it. Mm. I'm not even like saying like to think critically. That would be amazing, but just to think is already an accomplishment. And 2025, I feel like. Um, last hour of the day. That's in point 0.5, of course, and very tempting if it comes to it. However, volume is not up here. It's um in this bar. And yet, doom. Uh, oh, look at this. Look at this bar. Mm. One bar reversal is a beautiful volume and then test. I wouldn't be able to disregard. No, I wouldn't be able to take it. I'm sorry. And 1 hour in a day, we don't need to limit ourselves. It's 0.5. Yeah, beautiful volume. Um, so yeah, guys, think critically, make money. Drop me a message. Um, if you hear the whistle, if you'll be able to decipher the message, the news. Um, because strength is in numbers, and we need to, you know, help each other out. So if you hear the final whistle blow, just just let me know. Yeah, that would need a test. We could disregard the fact that it's already went down below and set it up like this. I don't think I would take it like this, but if we wouldn't take it like this, let's just remove it. Not to create more confusion in the world that's already um confused, if you know what I mean. You have to stand for the truth, no matter how um, painful it is or risky. Um, freedom fighters and truth seekers. Yeah, I'm thinking about renaming the channel. Well, investment traders, of course, like money, Uber, Alice. I'm first generation capitalist, I'm sorry. But also uh, truth and common sense. I'm the party of common sense, if anything, centrist. Um, um, like Bernie and Donald are. They're allies. It's evident. Just covering on the different sides of the slope. Um, kind of putting the untruthful ones in between the hammer and the hard one. That's the tactic, obviously, and it works. Diageo goes lower. You see, good job. Not like it was very tempting because like, oh, it's exhaustion, but then no, it goes lower and gives more volume, and it's actually good in continuation of the trend. And I only notice it like now. That's like think about me. I was like, yes, that's good for exhaustion. The continuation of the trend. This is so fucking me. Can I curse while streaming? I don't know. Um, I was very impressed by Kai Sinat's achievements recently. I told you I worked on his LBA draft. I didn't get drafted, but maybe next year. Um, but yeah, I decided to reach out to Twitch and other platform. I'm suspended on Twitter, I've learned, for just reposting my trading view trades because they don't want to spread the word, the truth. They're afraid that people will become like financial illiterate, and then they're gonna get off the Twitter because they won't need it anymore. But yeah, um, it's okay. It's not like the first time I'm getting banned. Um, they're not gonna break me. You know what I mean? What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Um, so I'll be here um, delivering the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God, uh, for the benefit of humanity, um, and my own, of course, because I'm a human being also. So let's be just transparent about it. Because people who claim that they um, act selflessly, mm, like uh, Jesus Christ, um, Adolf Hitler, and other altruists, um, never ends up good. Okay, hold on, my battery is dying. It's also, of course, um, Illuminati don't want me to spread the word of wisdom, so they discharge my laptop while I'm sleeping. Yeah, and they visit some porn sites on my behalf so I can get some malware and stuff, but it's not gonna stop me. uh, as Martin Luther King said once, I can't stop, won't stop. So I run by these rules. Um, yeah, no matter what. This volume is very tempting, but it's in the middle of nowhere and it's bullish, even more so. No, it's not. It's all here. Sorry, still sleeping. I try not to sleep at all because, the most significant people of the world, they don't sleep. Um, I try to meditate, but I just fall asleep while meditating sometimes, and what can you do about it? Um, the important part is I'm trying, so you can't blame someone who is like trying. That's arguably that wasn't a change of direction; it just broke the direction here, and then this is the level. In reality, view and volume spring and then volume break. Yeah, this is more like it. Um, so you guys, in the light of the recent events, I mean the execution of Jimmy Kimmel, I want you to pick up the torch and carry it on if anything happens to me. Um, and I'm on the KGB most wanted list for many, many years um, for my conservative views. Um, and that was a sign of strength, which doesn't matter really. This guy grinds higher. Yeah, it just simply doesn't care. Just want to stop for a quick second. So it may be good in continuation of the trend. Just um well technically, yeah, but practically it doesn't matter. It's continuation of the trend regardless of the way you see it. That was like about the market. It doesn't care what you think about it. Um except for the fact it's been manipulated by aliens. It just runs the free hand, the so-called free hand. Of course, every experienced trader knows that um, free hand belongs to aliens. And I don't mean like interterrestrial life specifically, just aliens in general, like like aliens, uh, not Americans. If you don't get the point, um, I hope I don't need to like break it down the obvious. And the rest you can figure out for yourself. Right? It's just everything is gapping up. Um, um, that's why we need the gun law to protect the financial markets, mm, which is essentially our main asset. That's why Karl Marx said, "I don't care who owns uh, who runs the government. I only care who owns the uh, Goldman Sachs the shares." And he was right in his like pragmatic way um, of thinking. He was known for his pragmatism. Uh, him and Goebbels, of course, those two. Um, were the mains. The mains. Um, okay, but enough of. It's not even politics. It's like sociology. It's um, the genesis of the world, essentially. Uh, Stuff they should be teaching um, in a history class, but they don't. Of course, they're just concealing the truth. That's volume extremum, but you don't know where this volume belongs, to the upthrust or to the spring. It's yeah. Markets are nervous for the reasons already mentioned. So um, should be respectful to that. You need to understand that markets don't move just by themselves. It's a group dynamic of the um, people of market. Well, like it's now mainly like bots and AI, but still, it's the same aliens. Uh, I don't want to call them foreigners because it's kind of like you know can get canceled for that. So alien is more PC term for like foreigners in general. It looks like an exhaustion a little bit. Yeah. I'm fooling around. Markets are very. I don't see anything. I mean, fooling around in my choice of stocks. And then boom, boom. That would need a test. IBM. That would need a test. Oh no, we're like looking long here actually. Um, so yeah, it looks like markets need to calm down after everything that happened here now. And I don't blame them. I fully understand and am in support actually um um of the movement. Um and I'm indiscriminative. If there is a movement, I just support it because it's important to continue to move, and that I think is the main thing for me about America that separates um, and favors it against other countries. America is always like moving, so mm, because we all know that's how the planet Earth spins, right? I hope we are in agreement about that at least, um, while the nation is so polarized and um, good thing not taking this trade. I don't know why, but somehow I decided to break even on this. I don't know why. But it totally makes sense now. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember why I decided to quit this guy. He's going lower. Um, because it should. It's the law of gravity. See, like we bound to go down. Because that's how it works. Everything that rises is bound to fall. Um, we continue to grind lower 0.5. We're getting in interesting 11 on Rusgidro. We are like, oof, we're almost there. So we can switch it over. And arguably it's a balance, some weird form of balance. Not really because it broke and grinds lower, and yet a lot of Russian markets are also not okay. Which is sad because uh, Russia is such a um, pillar of the free world and democratic values. Uh, so I'm sad when Russian markets go down. But what can you do? Once again, aliens, they just don't want it. They don't want the free world to prosper. Um, uh, Now, while dictatorship around the world are constantly shrinking, aliens make their last push for I really want to call them foreigners, but it's just like it doesn't roll out of my tongue, properly. It's just like I'm too politically correct and well educated to do that. Mm, but yeah, there are people out there. Just saying, there are people out there who would do it for me. So I'm not alone in my party of common sense. Uh, and I'm often asked about my political affiliation, but no, no, I'm independent, baby. GOD. I'm IND. Yeah, that's how I roll. That's how I roll. Yeah, let's look at our biggest gainers. Um, bro, 30 freaking percent. I couldn't take it because there's unwilling spring. It's also It's aliens, like Illuminati. They like set it up, and then like it creates this boring environment, and then it just boom, it goes. It goes, and I think it's a good place to short it actually. And don't forget I have shares. So yeah, I think it's gonna be good for short. Boom, boom. All the stocks that like go up without me um should be banned or deported. Yeah, or chemically castrated. Either. Up to their choice, actually. I'm benign, so mm, unlike a current president administration, I would give them a choice, like of their preference. If you go up without me or against me, specifically, especially against me, if stocks go up against me, like this guy, just chemical castration right away, or deportation, up to their preference. I'm I'm liberal. I'm liberal. But yeah, this thing needs to cool down. Look at all this. It's disrespectful also. I think that's my problem. It's like I don't hold it personally against the stock. It's just it's disrespectful to go without me like this because I could have been making profit. And it's not like all about money, but it is all about money. And that's the whole thing about it. So, uh, as Mark Twain once famously said, no money, no honey. And I live by these rules, whatever it means to you. Um, and that was a balance here. Um, and that was a balance again here. Um, oh no, that wasn't Mark Twain. I'm sorry. That was Ernest Hemingway, a famous Italian composer. Yeah, bro, it's still in a balance. It's counter trend balance. That's why I would be staying away from it. It's in this perforated level. If you No, I'm hallucinating here. But yeah, it's very important to follow the wisdom of the elders eventually. That would have worked. Everything would have worked, bro. I mean, so many trades just because I'm politically correct. Um, but I'm making my commitment right now. Um, no more PC stuff while trading stocks because it's a jungle. Survival of the fittest. So your uh, political correctness, Mishka, doesn't really help you to get rich, to make money. Um, yeah, I'd give a little bit of an exhaustion volume, but I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, and broke it. It's just a massacre. Oh, and and there was another trade. So I missed my money twice on R. I was just like, I don't know, I'm afraid to say sympathetic to Katie Woods because like people can say it's like sexism, but you know what I mean? I was like, it's disrespectful to make money off her fund. It's like misogynic, you know? She's like one of the few women in the world of finance. And if you're like ruthlessly making money off her fund, it's just Mm. I don't know if it's even legal. Um, it should be legal to make money of female-owned um, ETFs. At least for now, at least till we close the gender gap and all of that. Um, um, yeah, inequality is a thing for like here. Um, yeah, that's is one bar rule. And so this is continuation of the trend then. Let's see. Let's see. Oh no, we are on days. So it's getting continuation of the trend. Is the sign of strength being here? It's rough though. It's just it has like bearish tails and it's in the wrong place. Yeah, enough of politics. Let's talk finance. That's what we're here about. Investment trading with Misha Suvorov. Um, it's just like in society like American, it's impossible to stay away from the news. Um, it's so much easier in Cameroon or uh, Tajikistan and other places uh, where you don't have television. It's so divine and you can really focus on what's important around you. Whereas in America, you're constantly bombarded by media because of the aliens. We all know that. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to do my share. I'm trying to stay away. Um, just impossible. Mm, not to notice, things that yell into your face, really. Uh, like this guy. I'm in the wrong place. Don't touch me. And all of that. Okay, that's a break and a very powerful one, and we need to transition extreme. Yeah, and by the way, I think I got a heat stroke working on set under the sun again. I didn't have my headwear, and I promised to myself already that I'm not gonna work again outside without a headwear. It's just this. Well, I know I'm gonna do it again, but uh, at least I'll try to do it less because I'm getting heat strokes, and I have headaches second day in a row, and that's not funny. You verticals. It's only on verticals they make you. No, not really. Like indie projects, they sometimes are uh, not really good in providing actors with the basic. Uh, it's a human right not to work under the sun, I guess. They just don't care. Oh, look, that would have worked already. But that would need a test. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Um. Yeah, you guys stay safe. We all are in the morning for Jimmy Kimmel. My prayers are with his family and trade responsibly on your own. Um, Now listen to anyone, no one knows anything anyways. Learn and grow in the communities of like-minded people such as